Hi everyone, before we start this video, I would like for you to go to my GoFundMe project, which are at the in the description below. If you want to go help me with one of these projects, please click the links below, and it will take you to that particular project. So please help me. I need your help. Thank you. God bless. For the week of April the 16th, 2018. This is the first article, and it's an article written by Zero Hedge. The title is called People Dancing in the Streets. Syria, Russia, and Iran shrugs off more limited than feared airstrikes. Thank God this was less than we feared. We were scared of a bigger assault that could be devastating. And just like that, Trump's Syrian attack appears to have come and gone. Sure, over 100 cruise missiles were fired on Saturday morning local time at 3 mostly empty military installations including one research and 2 storage facilities in airstrikes that lasted no more than 70 minutes. Syrian air defenses may or may not have intercepted many, if not a majority of the launch missiles, and Trump got to wave his mission accomplished flag on Twitter. But did anything change? Not if one observes the response of the targeted nations on Saturday. Russia, Syria, and Iran largely shrugged off the attacks by the United States, UK, and France, but not Germany and Italy against 3 Syrian chemical weapon facilities, even though they have already gave up their weapons, which naturally drew anger condemnations, but no indication that they would be a wider in scale. The article goes on to say that meanwhile in the capital of Damascus, and you can probably see here, the quotes here, there was a defile and relief as residents jolted awake by explosions at around 4 a.m., realizing the strike would be limited. Syrian state television broadcast scenes of citizens taking to the streets to celebrate and demonstrate their support for the Syrian President Bashar al-Assad, waving Syrian, Russian, and Iranian flags, as WOPO Beirut Bureau Chief Liz Sly wrote. I mean, you can read it right here, folks, but this is a pretty lengthy article here. I mean, we were all upset at him doing this, and this happened after his personal lawyer raised him. I mean, basically, he pretty much had a gun to his head now, and he had no other choice but to do it. However, Owen Schwartz said that basically he could pretty much pardon himself and pardon everyone that was involved in the raid. I mean, it doesn't seem like he ultimately wanted to do this. I mean, if you look at him, he was regretting doing this, and people were gonna be mad at him, and they were. But he had a gun to his head, so what could you do? Anyway, this is the second article here, as written by The Hill. The title is called, which was also linked by Infowars.com. The title is called Gingrich calls Mueller's investigation breakdown of constitutional law. Sorry about that. Former Speaker Newt Gingrich ripped the office of Special Counsel Robert Mueller in an interview on Sunday, calling the investigation into possible collusion between Trump campaign and a breakdown of U.S. Constitution. No duh. In an interview with AM 970 in New York, the atrocious supporter of President Trump pointed out that a former Secretary Hillary Clinton's email investigation as evidence of a double standard that Gingrich said Americans are sick of seeing. What we're really striking to me is when you have Hillary Clinton erasing 33,000 emails, you have her staff deeply involved. Do any of them get a visit at 3 a.m. in the morning? Do any of them lose their lawyer-client privilege? No, it is one-sided. Gingrich said, referring to the FBI's recent raid on the offices of Trump's personal attorney, Michael Cohen, who is subject of a criminal probe. And trust me, I saw it on ABC World News Tonight. And Stormy Daniels, little twit. Bitch, someone paid that little to sell that crap. Line. Let me continue before I say something I might regret. This is why we had the Bill of Rights. I think we're watching a breakdown of a whole concept of constitutional law rule of law. I think it's really sobering and a real threat to every American. Yeah, it is. Article goes on to say that the person to focus on is Rob Rosenstein and why he is blocking all this stuff. Gingrich asks. I think Rosenstein, who is a career Justice Department guy, I think he's trying to protect the department from a huge embarrassment. And that's kind of what this is. I mean, they're all going to jail when this is all said and done. And they all know it. So that's why they raided President Trump's attorney, and that's why he pretty much called airstrikes on Syria. Like I said, there was gun to his head. They told him, do this or everything's gonna come out. I mean, as Alex Jones said Friday going into Saturday, I mean, they got him by the huevos. And because of this whole thing here with Cohen and whatnot, I mean, he just had to do it. He had no choice. But anyway, folks, this is the last one I'm going to do here. And I've already covered this one already. Infusely. Trust me. If you want to go read the quote-unquote article about my breakdown about this, I'll put the link in the description so you all can go ahead and read it. But the title is called Men Sentenced to Probation for Gang Raping 13-Year-Old Girl. And it was also linked by Infowars.com as well. There will be no jail time for two men who brutally raped a 13-year-old girl like two other defendants before them, Tommy Williams and Clarence Williams. Each received a minimum of 10 years sex offender intensive supervision probation with a maximum of life on probation. Are you serious? There were 6 of them, and they gang raped my granddaughter, said the girl's grandfather, who got in a shouting match with the Williams family members and was forced to leave. He protested the plea bargain, angrily stating the men should do time. The article said that the crime happened in late 2006 at the Stony Brook Terrace apartments on the 1400 block of Campus Drive. The child reported the crime to police 6 days before Christmas that year. She told investigators she knew one of the assailants who had invited her to farm to play video games. It was probably just a trap. And trust me, I mean, just reading it just gets me angry. I mean, you can see it, and you can see it all right here. They gang raped her, and the grandmother said basically she may never have any children. I mean, folks, this is just upsetting at the least. And like I said, I've already said my stuff already. Technically, they should do time. If they don't, then they all should be shot. They all should be shot. Every single one of them. This is a travesty in itself, and these guys are probably gonna wind up in jail. This can happen to anybody now, all because of a certain judge. I mean, hell, forget shooting them. The judge should also step down from this as well as the prosecutor, because technically this is a travesty of justice. There needs to be justice, or there will be, will be schoolyard justice for these 6. I mean, I mean, there's gonna be a drive-by shootout on these guys, and technically they're all gonna wind up dead. Yeah, just because of it. That's just it. I mean, what happened here was just a travesty. They're not gonna go anywhere. There's no jail time, no nothing. And besides, this is basically, and the girl wasn't even above the age of consent. So that means every single one of them, including the 13-year-old, could easily be charged with statutory rape. But the prosecutor doesn't want that. So there. They get away scot-free and nothing gets done. Well, that's all the articles I have for you today, folks. If you'd like to know more about these articles, please go to the link below or go to info.com or prisonplan.com. There you can find hundreds of articles just like those I have read for you today. This is the Info News Blitz. I'm Info Gunner. Have a favorite number 3. Please like, subscribe, and donate. And please check out my GoFundMe project. Thank you. Bye-bye.